The Nigeria Police Force has arrested DCP Abba Kyari and 4 other police officers for their involvement in an alleged case of criminal conspiracy, discreditable, unethical and unprofessional conduct, official corruption and tampering with exhibits in a case of illicit drug trafficking involving a perpetual transnational drug cartel. The arrest of the officers was sequel to pieces of information received from the leadership of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) on 10 February 2022. In line with standard administrative procedure of the force, the Inspector General of Police IGP Usman Alkali Baba ordered a high-level discreet and in-house investigation into the allegations. The interim investigations report revealed that 2 international drug couriers identified as Chibunna Patrick Umebi and Emeka Afonsus, both males, were arrested at Akanu Ibiam International Airport, Enugu State, on the 19th of January 2022 upon their arrival from Addis Ababa aboard an Ethiopian airline flight ET917. The arrest led to the recovery of substantial quantity of powdery substance suspected to be cocaine from the 2 narcotic couriers. The operation, which was intelligence-driven, was undertaken by a unit of the Police Intelligence Response Team (ARR3). Although the case and the 2 suspects were subsequently transferred to the NDLEA on the 25th January 2022, the findings of the in-house investigation ordered by the Inspector General of Police established reasonable grounds for strong suspicion that the ARR3 officers involved in the operation could have been involved in some underhand and unprofessional dealings, as well as official corruption, which compromised ethical standards in their dealings with the suspect and exhibits recovered. Beyond this, the police investigation also established that the international narcotic cartel involved in this case have strong ties with some officers of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport, Enugu State. The 2 arrested drug couriers confirmed that the modus is for the transnational drug barons to conspire with the NDLEA officers on duty and send them their pre-boarding photographs for identification, seamless clearance and unhindered passage out of the airport, with the narcotics being trafficked. The 2 arrested drug couriers also confirmed that they have been enjoying this relationship with the NDLEA officers at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport since 2021 and had, in this instant case of 19th January 2022, been identified and cleared by the NDLEA officers as customary, having received their pre-departure photographs and other details prior to their arrival in Enugu State, and were on their way out with the narcotics when they were apprehended by the police. The police investigation report also indicted DCP Abba Kyari, who had been on suspicion for his alleged involvement in a different fraud case being investigated by the Federal Bureau of Investigation (FBI) for complicity in the allegation of official corruption, tampering with narcotic exhibit, and sundry unprofessional conduct that negate the standard administrative and investigative protocols of the force, as well as extant criminal laws. It is to be emphasized that DCP Abba Kyari's involvement in this allegation occurred while his suspicion from service was subsisting. On the strength of the findings of the in-house police investigation panel, the Inspector General of Police has ordered the immediate arrest and transfer of all the indicted police officers to the NDLEA authorities for conclusive investigation, while appropriate disciplinary actions are also being initiated against them by the force leadership. The concerned officers include DCP Abba Kyari, ACP Sunday Ubua, ASP Bawa James, ASP John Umoru at large, Inspector Simon Agriba, and John Nuhu. They have all been accordingly handed over today, 14th February 2022, to the NDLEA authorities. In doing so, the Inspector General of Police has also formally requested that the Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA), Brigadier General Buba Mawa retired, should ensure the identification, arrest and investigation of the agency's officers who have also been found to be colliding with the international drug cartel involved in this case towards advancing the anti-narcotics agenda of the federal government. The Inspector General of Police assures the public of his administration's commitment to upholding the tenets and values of policing in line with the agenda of the ethical regeneration, restoration of professional standard, enhancement of the anti-corruption drive, respect for the rule of law, and interagency collaboration in the drive to stabilize the internal security order of the country.